Good morning. I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm doing well. I'm waking up for the day. It is I want to say bright, but I'm just looking. It is a rainy Tuesday morning. But we're gonna get some figure drawing done today. Figure drawing, life drawing. I know they're not the same. I should be using figure drawing, but life drawing is just so much more ingrained in me. If you'd like to draw along, I like to use line of action. It won't be the exact same class that I'm doing, but you can set up a class length to whatever you've got time for. You can set images to be a certain length. It's very versatile. Even like I used a free version. There is a sub version, not a sponsor though. I just really like the website. You can use !draw like that and you'll get the link. So feel free to practice along with me. I am in no way a teacher. I'm learning as well as I practice. I've got to set up my brush because my brush is set up currently for drawing comics. So I need to turn the opacity down so I can have a bit more of a flow like that. Speaking of flow, I think that also needs to be... There we go. That's a bit better. Nice. Okay, so I like to set the class up. It's a shorter stream today. So we've set up an hour on our class. How that usually works is we'll have a couple, looks like 10 10 very quick 30-second sketches, in which I usually panic. But I find that they help me warm up, and they end up looking like a few stick figures. And then we have a couple of more thought out images. So we'll have a few quick ones, couple of minutes, and then we work our way up to 5, 10, and on an hour class, I think the long one is 25. So we'll see. I've got a tiny, tiny, tiny image of what I'm drawing up there, just to give you an idea of where my brain is. So I'm gonna just get started. I'm gonna press play. We've got this first one, which is a really nice image. Like, it's just nice and stretched out, but for 30 seconds, I don't know how much of it I'm gonna be able to capture. So I just want to make sure I get the basics in, you know. We got our lovely stick man, and we got our shoulders, got ears. If we can just make sure that, you know, we've got this is from the back, then I will be happy. There we go. We got a button at the last second. Okay, another 30 seconds. And we got a nice, it's like quite a nice arch on the back is what I would say this is. Got a chest. Trying to get this leg in. It's not that bent though. And then we've got another leg back here. And another arm is bent up here. That was very quick. We have some sort of bunny ninja. This is new. I haven't seen this. I'm glad, because I do this regularly enough that that's not where this hand is. It should be here. Got some nunchucks, and there's just an interesting pose. Yeah, I do this enough that it's good that they do some new images every now and then. Oh gosh, I didn't get much of that one done. Ah, my layers. Okay. We've got... Oh, that's a way too big a head, but I don't have time to think about it. We've got the arm. It's coming out. We've got a hand. We've got a chest. Stomach rolls. Okay, I'm not getting many of the legs in today. So I guess that means that we're going to be focusing on the upper torso and the arms today. Which, to be fair, we focused on the legs the last couple of life drawing streams. So let's focus on the arms and the upper torso today. This just seems fair. Good morning, Anya. How are you doing? I'm in the throes of all the quick sketches, so I haven't looked over at chat properly yet. And I'm just trying to get shoulders and arms and torsos in. Well, I got a torso in. He's still on the 30 seconds. Awake barely. That is definitely a mood. Okay. We got... Her hair is covering a lot of that ear. And we've got a shoulder in here. Okay, I'm very slow this morning. Let's try and pick this pace up. I usually get a lot more of the body in than this, don't I? Oh well. We're gonna try and get this body in. There we go. I've got more of the shape in there this time. It's not perfect by any means. But at least there's a body. Okay. Some shoulders. This is a nice pose as well. Got a lot of nice poses this morning. Some new ones as well, which is always fun. Okay, that's way too narrow. Hello, there's no room for a chest there. Gotta put that in. And then we got stall. Okay. We at least managed to extend that. Wand. Got a nice wand. The arm is up kind of by the face. And then the hand is just above, so we want to put that in there. Gonna try and use my reference points. Since I'm being such a slow panda this morning. Oh my gosh, yeah, I barely got any of that one in. That's a nice pose. I'm gonna give this a pause and have a stretch. There we go. We got through the 30 seconds. We're very sluggish this morning. I'm gonna have a sip of tea. Valid sleepiness, indeed. It's okay. I liked what I did do. They're all very sketchy, but whatever I have created, I'm still kind of happy with it, so let's take that where I can. Okay. Minute. We got 5-minute lengths, which is still quite frantic. I'm gonna press play. But you know, maybe we'll get some more in. We've got the head. Now this is nice. Got a nice arm, so it kind of comes in like this. And then you can see the neck, and you can see where the shoulder is for this arm. That almost. And thank you for the follow. I'll have a check who that was in a second. Okay. Let me give it a pause. Nathan, Duil? Nathan Duil? Thank you for the follow. Please correct me if that pronunciation was awful. Twitch is very hard to read usernames. Also, I do struggle. We're doing some figure drawing this morning. I'm on some very quick minute sketches for the warm-up. I'm going to press play again. There we go. So this is from the back. Just want to make sure we put the ear in. Got a ponytail, and we're going to come and try and get some of this in. Yeah, feel free to introduce yourself, feel free to lurk. All is good here. Feel free to use !draw if you want to draw along or start your own class. It won't be the same exact image at the same time, but okay, I need to get these in. I want to make sure I get the wheelchair sort of there. It's okay, Nathan is just fine. Username is a Tolkien reference. Ah, it's Elvish. Cool. Yeah, I love it too. Okay, still on a minute. Next sketch. We've got a face from the front this time. kind of looking up. We got a little bit of hair coming down. And scoop the neck. And I'm focusing on the upper torso this morning, I have decided, which is why I'm drawing everything quite large. We want to just get that hint in there, because this is gonna run out of time in a second. And that's a knee. Other knee is here. Okay. Hiding in the darkness. It does tend to bamboozle streamers with pronunciation. I'm not surprised. It's notoriously difficult to read Twitch usernames though anyway, because of just the way it refuses to put caps in, and also just the font. Like, so I guess some people can have caps, it depends. You have to really actively think about the caps though, don't you? Okay. This is going to be an interesting one to just do in a minute. I've spent a lot of time kind of messing around with this already. I've got a very, very ghost-like figure going on here. I kind of like it though. Spear. Okay, so we've got our guy here. We've got, oh, goes like this. Got a leg. Let's try and get the whole body in for this one, since we've got a spear. And we got the foot down here. So we've got this kind of shoulder thing going on. We've got a hand here, and it's more here. Got a spear. An arm. And the elbow kind of comes out in this one. Okay, we got the whole body in. We did it. We managed it. Okay. I'll give it a pause. We got 5 minutes. Mine does too, for anyone who doesn't speak French. Yes. I think I had to ask for a confirmation as well when you first started dropping by, just because I do not have a very good intuition for French. I could tell it was French, but I'm not great at just kind of getting the pronunciation. It's been a long time since I've studied it. There aren't many people who speak Elvish. Who knew? That's just absolutely crazy. I can't believe it. Okay, 5 minutes. So I do want to just focus more on the upper body still, because we've spent the last couple kind of working on legs and stuff. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit onto the canvas so that I'm not drawing everything huge. I like your D&D comics on Tumblr, thank you. That is my usual. I try to do, every couple of weeks I try to do a life drawing stream, that I'm doing now, but we do a lot of different sort of projects here. The big one at the moment is drawing, kind of neatening up those D&D comics for Volume 2 anthology that I want to release this year. I like to tidy up the ones that are the best and pop them over on my Ko-fi store, so that's something that I'm working on right now. Yeah, it is exciting. And then what else do? We do a lot of portraits, which are up in the corner A lot of the portraits are up there. We do a lot of those cute portraits. Some doing some full body character stuff now. And a whole bunch of mimics. That's pretty much my streams. And very occasionally a tabletop stream, twice a year. Because I like to do like a proper VTube style tabletop stream. We've got art, we've got puppets. Big fan of mimics. Yes, we're a big fan of mimics here. We've got a resident mimic bot in the corner of the screen, watching over the stream. Having a nap occasionally because they work very hard. Okay. Let me press play. My table is also a big fan of mimics. How can you not though? I mean, I feel like I'm biased because I am a lover of shapeshifters. So I'm not ever gonna not love mimics. But they're just fun. You know, they can be anything. They don't have, you know, they just kind of vibe. They just kind of vibe and try to eat. That's pretty much their deal. They're just quite a fun monster, I think. And I've always find it really interesting finding out where people first encountered mimics, because it's interesting because I would have thought a lot of people it would have been D&D or Final Fantasy. Those are like two of the big ones, because mimics in Final Fantasy have been a thing for a while. But a lot of people it was Dark Souls. Which is fair, because the mimics in Dark Souls are pretty good. But I would have thought... I don't know, it just seems like a very recent game. So it's like a little bit of a surprise. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're new to this whole mimic thing. So this arm needs to come quite far down, and I'm trying to think of reference points as well. So if I just bring this shape down, I need the back. So looking at the shape of our model here, we do want to come and see the bud on the other side a tiny bit. And we want to make sure we've got this sort of shape. So the arm will need to just move over slightly for us to get that shape correct. So the hand will sit roughly here. And we want to just get a little bit of a gap between the arm and the arch of her back. And then we also want to get this in. We need to bring out the butt slightly. And then I think that's the shape that we got, the shape that we want. How long have I got? A minute and a half. I will look at the shapeshifter chat in a second, because I am very intrigued. Let me just get this line in. And this needs to be a bit flatter. So we got the collarbone, that's quite prominent. And then, yeah, the rest of it is the sports bra that comes in. And we want to make sure that we do have a bend in this arm, because it's not entirely straight. Get the hand in. There's like this slight nice bend on that little finger. Want to get the hair in as well, since that's a very distinctive part of the model. Let's get that in there. Oh, there we go. Okay. Pause. Oh, drama. I love it. The shapeshifters are a whole mood. Who needs gender when you can lure unsuspecting adventurers to their doom with the false promise of treasures? Exactly. Treasure is where it's at. The mimics in Dark Souls do have legs for heels, so I can see why they would stick in your mind. They are very leggy. They're also, if you're not expecting them, like, if that is your first example of a mimic, one could expect that it was quite a shock to learn about them, because my gosh, they are a bit scary. I was already in the habit, like, I don't trust any treasure chest. I've done this dance before. It's not even treasure chests anymore. Okay, let's try and get this one in as well. We've got like a very prominent bottom of the jaw, so I'm gonna actually just kind of start there. Got lips, nose, and it's just a very interesting head angle. And I think, speaking of angle, mine is a bit wrong. Got this kind of shape. Is Dark Souls 12 years old? No, it's not. Oh dear. Okay. Maybe I guess it's not new. I guess when I'm thinking of things like Final Fantasy and D&D, it's still relatively new, but 12 years old. Oh gosh. Well, you know, that makes sense. I guess that's how time works. Passage of time is real, sadly. Ugh. Passage of time is a bit skewed for me in the last couple of years. I feel like I'm not the only one though. It's been a bit of a wild ride. Okay. We got like, I think we got a hand here. This is an interesting one. This is a challenge, this one. Okay, so I'll make sure I've got room for a hand. Time isn't real, but lunchtime is. Oh gosh. Now I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet though. I'm gonna have that after the stream. Gonna have banana, I think, for my breakfast this morning. Some fruit. If I'm awake enough, I might cook some eggs. But I'm not usually awake enough to cook, so fruit it is. Okay. I've got a very dramatic hand. And it comes along, it's more over. Gotta put the nose back where I think it is. This is very heavy on the shadows. I feel like kind of almost looks like it's curving because of the bend. don't have a huge amount to go on. There's a lot of shadow, a lot of darkness. Not banana and eggs. Banana or eggs. Though I can see that I did say both at the same time. Not both. That would be weird. Unless you're turning the eggs into pancakes. In which case, that makes more sense. Okay. I feel like again the nose angle is a little bit off. It should be more leaning. And then we've got like a lip. A very obvious lips. Bring this over. Chin. Looks very flat. Looks like the face needed to be a bit over a bit more. Let's bring it over. Let's bring it over. What's the time? Oh, I got 37 seconds. Okay. We'll bring this over. And we got shade. It's just very dramatic. Very difficult, but interesting. Let's try and get a bit more of this pose in. There we go. It's done. But her neck hurts, yeah. Oh well. There were some poofy sleeves here. Some poofy sleeves. Just gonna do that. Okay. 10 minutes on this one. Just gonna save my document because I realized it's not and I don't want to lose it. So it is the 28th this morning. Okay. 10 minutes. We've got some knives, which is interesting. Let's try and get those in. Very fighter, but yeah, dual wielding. Okay, pressing play. 10 minutes, a bit more time. We should at least get this in. I'm gonna make sure that I rough it out this time because I think that's where I went wrong on the other one. Nice kind of back muscles that we can work with. So it's kind of like the middle is almost in line with the ear, and then this comes quite far up. Yeah, about here if my head's the right size, and then this curves down. This kind of meets it halfway, so I feel like that needs to be bigger. And then we've got hips, ribs, that's where the chest is. So this needs to come further out. We've got like this shape. Comes in like that. Okay. Man's made of so many shapes, yeah. It's kind of just finding the shapes that you want to put down for me. Like what shapes stick out the most? I think that's what I tend to look for. So we've got the arm. It will cross with the knee. So if I just give this a rough somewhere in that direction. We got this very harsh kind of edge for the ribs, and then the leg comes out here. So I feel like we got this shape going on in the negative space that we want to draw. It's been lovely hanging out. Gotta go to work, sadly. Enjoy your art time. Thank you for joining, Nathan. It's been great having you. Have a good day at work, and hopefully we'll catch you on another stream sometime. Okay. And the elbow, so the elbow is just outside that leg, so it's kind of like here. So I feel like the head's way too small, which is not uncommon. This is what usually happens. I always missize the head, so we'll look at the head size again in a second. And then this should have a little bit more shape to it because muscles. It's not exactly straight. Crotch area, we're just gonna get some shape in there. Almost at half time. I want to get the body shape basically in, so I'm gonna have to pick up the pace. Pick up the pace, pick up the pace. Make some more confident decisions. We got a heel, got a foot, and we'll come in here. The feet, they've got like a, oh, this shape to them, so that's where I should put this foot. Yeah, this doesn't feel, this feels very off. I feel like I've gone very off-road. We'll see if we can fix it up. Got a hand here. And then I think a lot of it is the head. We'll fix the head. Then we got this hand. Let's give this a slightly scale down, because I want to get both of those blades in. Let's resize the head for the body, shall we? Because there is definitely something off. I'm going to give it a pause as I read. I've been reading up on the new to me system RSD because... Oh, SRD, sorry. SRD because I just remembered that the Queer Magic Jam on Itch ends in less than 4 days and I really wanted to write something for you. For you. I'm so sorry. Is my tiredness showing? I feel like it is. I've been reading up on a new to me system, SRD, because I just remembered that the Queer Magic system, Queer Magic Jam on Itch ends in less than 4 days and I really wanted to write something for it. So a 1-page RPG it is. I got there. Eventually. A 1-page RPG. But that's still cool. I mean, if still getting something done in 4 days is pretty crazy. It's pretty impressive. So I wouldn't, even if it's like just a 1-page, I'ma try. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I wanted to do a few things for like Zine month as well, but I never got around to it. But that's just because I've got so much going on, right? It's just, I feel like it's this shape. I'm gonna just do the legs again. I'm not happy with those. I'm not happy with the legs. We're gonna draw them again. Now I said I'm focusing on the top half of the body, but I at least want them to not look bad. So I'm just thinking it should probably be as long This leg should be as long as the torso, right? It's pretty right-angly. It's almost in line with the sword. That's where we need to come over for this one. And this one, it does meet the elbow. And then the top of the boot is in line with the knee. So the foot will be about here. And this will need to come down like that. Okay, well, they're in very loosely. We need some more work on these arms. So we've got 2 minutes. Well, basically 3 minutes, sorry. 2 minutes 40 now. Okay. I want to try and get some muscle definition in because it's too thin. Let's at least try and get these arms looking decent. So we've got the shoulder and then we've got muscle. And I got some definition going on there. That comes out for the muscle and comes in. And then we've got some knuckles and a thumb. Got the blades. Blade comes out to about the top of the head. And they're about that shape. Okay. 1 minute left. Just enough time to attempt to get some other stuff in for this arm. Okay. Got a shoulder. We got a bicep, I think. My names of the muscles should probably be better than they are. Like this muscle and that muscle. And that kind of comes in. This has got like a curve for the muscle on the lower arm there. And then we've got some fingies. Okay, it's telling me to take a break. I'm gonna just very quickly cheat. Get the rest of the sword in. Have a little cheat. Okay. Not as good as I wanted it, but at least we managed to get some of the arms in. We ended up having to go back on this one a bit, but that's okay. It happens sometimes. I would have liked to have worked on that a bit more. Fixing my proportions, because I feel like I just didn't quite get the muscles correctly and it threw a lot of things off. But I have some sweet arms. Okay, I'm being told to have a break, so I'm going to go on a quick little break because we'll have a bit of a shorter stream overall today. If you need a drink, or if you need a stretch, it is a good time to do that because I'm going to go get some more caffeine because I clearly need it. So I will see you all in 10 minutes time. I'm back. I hope everybody else had a good break. I've switched to coffee. I feel like I need it. I've had a few sips of coffee. I'll be alright. I'll be awake this morning. Can you tell that in the UK this weekend we had daylight savings? That 1 hour. I like my sleep. And it's been taken from me. And all hell has broken loose. Good morning, Jupiter Spire. How are you doing? I'm doing some figure drawing this morning. And trying to stay awake. But you know what? After having a bit of a stretch, I think that helped. Got a stretch, coffee, ready to go. So we've got another drawing. We need to end the break. Let's give a pause. 25 minutes. Cool. Feel that a bit groggy. That's fair. This is not a model I've had before, so this is exciting. This is going to be fun. Got a hammer. I know it's very small. Oh, hi again. I know it's very small in the overlay. We've got a hammer. That's very... Okay, I'm excited. So, let's try and get this in. We've got heads facing down. Like that. Got ear. And then we've got a ponytail that's hiding a bunch of things, so got the rest of the head, rest of the skull. And then from here, we've got a neck. We want to go quite round. Oh, I actually need to go run for a hot sec. Go run! I will see you when you return, Anya. Okay, so we've got fair distance here. I want to make sure I leave enough room for everything. So, the arm. It's going to be... So, if we want it that wide, it shouldn't actually be that close to the jaw. I'm going to have a look. If we were going to put the jaw here, it should probably be more over here. Let's try and use some reference points. And if that's there, then the back needs to come even further out over here. I'm gonna make sure and try and get the size right. And from the top of the arm, we've got a chest. You can see both of them. Both sides of the chest. Like that. And then we've got a belly. And that kind of comes down to about here. So go quite round. So that kind of comes in like that. And then we've got an elbow, which lines up about here. And then the hand comes quite far down. It's about here. Where we've got the hand. So we're going to need to bring that even further down. And we don't see any of the other arm. That's all hidden. Got a belly button. Kind of there. Because yeah, the stomach comes out a little bit more than chest does. And then just here, this is where we just see the other hand poke out. And it goes a bit further than the stomach. And there should probably be a bit more space between these. So let's refigure this arm. So I feel like this hand is also a little bit too big. But how else are you doing, Jupiter Spire? I hope, well, I hope it's not all grog. I think it's just a hard morning. That's what I'm gonna blame. I'm just gonna say it's a hard morning. Okay, that's a bit smaller now. And we got this. We wanna just move this, and I'm trying to figure out if that's the thumb. It is the thumb. And it is kind of going across the entire way of the hammer. Like there. And we move this back. Okay. Got a hammer.
Hey, wait. Someone is coming.
Get that little section in. Don't really see much of the underhand there. There we go. That wraps round. And we don't really see any of the other side of the hammer either. Okay. Happy with that so far. Bit early for grog. Well, we okay recovering from yesterday? Recovering from yesterday? What was yesterday? A long day by the sounds of it. There we go, got the band of the underwear. So now I'm thinking of the leg. So I did want to just focus on the torso. So I am going to. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit to try and get the legs in. Just not like a huge amount, just a bit. So the knee, using the hammer as a reference point, is about here. So we want to come in and, oh, okay, so this is, I can see that there's something wrong here because this hammer is way too big, or he's not, the butt's not too enough, like far enough back. And I think it's more the butt's not far enough back because I'm having a look again. And yeah, I need to bring this further back. 2 job interviews and a poorly Nupiter Spire. Oh no! Oh, I hope Nupiter Spire feels better. But 2 job interviews. That's crazy in one day. I can see why you would be tired. Okay, so we actually want this to be here. Gotta move that butt back. Then, yeah, then we got the leg, which is kind of coming in from here, I can see. Like it should be there. Okay. Gotta make it chunky. A chunkier model this time. There we go. Yeah. That feels better. leg in. This is why I wanted to get the leggings in, just to make sure that I've got other things in proportion. Okay, I'm gonna come in and try and focus on some other bits now. I'm happier with the proportions of stuff. So we've got the brow, kind of a heavier brow. Got a nose. Kind of like a rounded chin. Got a bit of a crease there. Now I'm gonna move where I thought the ear was. I think it's here now. Hairline. We can get some of this hair in. Ponytail comes down. It's kind of like, it's nice and thick. So, and it comes here. Actually, this will need to be more like this line here. Because this is kind of coming into the neck. And I feel like I've just moved everything over slightly, which is a bit annoying because I've made the head slightly bigger. So I'm gonna do something I don't usually do. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna move it back. Don't usually do the cheat, but it's a cheat kind of morning today. I'm gonna get that over. We got a chain. And we have about half time left, so I want to make sure that I get a lot of the other stuff in. Okay. And got the arm. We've got tattoos on this model, which is interesting. I'm going to just focus on the form. If I've got time, I'll add some indication of the tattoo. But they're quite complicated tattoos, and I don't want to do them badly. So I'm going to focus right now on the form. The arms move back because of the hammer, but it's almost as if this is too far forward now. Should be more of that shape. Body hair. I just want to hint at. Finger. Multiple fingers. Got this side in shadow. And we got a thumb. She'll lead to the rest of this arm. Pet Mimic Bot has asked a question. If you could be a magical creature, which would you pick? A mimic. I would be a mimic like you, Mimic Bot. Why not? We've been doing a lot with them recently. Kind of in my brain. Got like a lot of... I feel like this needs to be more round. There we go. Got the body hair I want to hint at. This is all dark. Got a shadow of the hand here as well. Not a lycanthrope. Some days it might be a lycanthrope. Today is a mimic. Today's a solid mimic day. Plus, you know, lycanthropes always come with the drawbacks as well, you know? Shape-shifting without consequence. We got like this kind of white stripe across it, isn't there? So shade the rest of that in. Nothing says werewolf like emotional baggage. They're just emotional, misunderstood creatures. It's just how it is. They're just werewolves. They're just innocent werewolves. Okay. We got a lot of shade in here. of hair. This entire leg is covered in it. Let's take some stock of where we're at. Doing pretty good. 5 minutes. Been working on getting some shade in, so let's see how I figure the rest of it. High end of the back is all in shade there. Clean up some of the construction lines there on the face. Since I've got some time. Some harsh shadows on the nose there. Feeling like a dragon today. Normally I'd be Team Wolf, but I just want to sit on a horde and breathe fire at people who bother me. Fair. It's a grumpy dragon day. I'm feeling similar. I know it's going to be a bit of a hard day today. I can feel it with the amount of sleepiness I have. May just be a week of it. A sleepy week. I hope not. Hopefully I can go to bed at an earlier time this evening and try and make up for some lost time. That would be nice. Haven't had my tea yet, so that'll help. Ah, yes it will. I have had some tea. I've switched to coffee. It's a coffee day. I need something to help me. Some days when tea isn't quite enough. Minutes. What do I want to work on for the 2 minutes here? Maybe this hand. But I'm quite happy with it. It's a body type I'm less used to drawing. Which we kind of did a little bit of recently with Valerian, but Valerian's a lady. So there were some differences there, but I think I'm pretty happy with it. Got a nice hammer. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. By a sip, I mean the entire cup. We're done! We are done. Okay, let's have a bit of a review. It's been a very sleepy class today. I apologize. But I feel like I like what I've done regardless. I don't think it's been necessarily bad. I've just been kind of slow. So we started off with like our warm-up stick figures. I really like this one. This one is solid. Started strong. We had our bunny ninja girl, that was funny. Some more like leaning poses. Started focusing in just on the body because I realized I was a bit slower, so I was like, let's just get some portraits in. We had to rejiggle that to leave some room for the chest. This one was quite nice. We had a few poses from the back. We have the game console pose. This one was cast in shadow, but I didn't have time to put the shadows in. Ah, yes, we had our spear guy. And then we started like focusing in a bit more because we had some more time. This was a very dramatic pose. Looking back at this, I'm actually okay with the angle of the face. This was like a 5 minute, I think. I wish I had more than 5 minutes, but the angle of the face, now that I've looked away from it, I'm actually happy with it. Got this guy with his knives. This was 10 minutes. I really wish I could have spent a bit more time on it. It was starting to come together. The legs needed to be reworked, but the arms, they are okay. And then we have our final piece, our 25 minutes. Which, yeah. I think you can tell I had a little bit of a break. Got some more stuff in. We decided to be like, hey, I know the pose goes all the way down. It is full body, but let's cut myself a break. And it's a body type we don't usually draw. So we've got to work on like the way that the stomach is, the way that the arm would look, and the legs had to push it out a bit too much. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Despite how slow I've been, I feel like I've created some nice sketches. If you've done any sketching along, feel free to post them in the Discord. I have a Discord. If you're on Twitch, !Discord. That'll get you there. We have a little bit of a small community where we share art. Feel free to join if you are over 18 and you would like to share your art. But I think that's it from me this morning. I should be streaming again tomorrow, same time. That's 7 AM BST time. But until then, we should probably look to find someone to raid. Who else is streaming right now? Let's have a look. What friends can we say hello to? Anemia is streaming. They are drawing Tumblr sexy men. Oh, good lord, what is happening over there? Let's see. Let's make sure it's appropriate before we raid. Who can tell? I've just got to get through an ad. You never know with the Tumblr sexy men. Okay. I think we have some appropriateness. We've got some kind of cute zombiness going on by the look of it. I'm not sure who it is, but we can ask when we get over there. Thank you for joining, everyone. Let's go and set up that raid. Raid. Anemia. Just got back in time for the raid. Oh, that is not the right one. Let me see. Did I spell something wrong? I think I did. Let's try that again. Raid. A-N-E-M-I-A. Ah. I cancelled out again because that is not the same icon. Ah, okay, we've got X's. There we go. My brain. I'm gonna go have more coffee. There we are. Is this the right icon? It is the right icon. Oh, hooray! Just got back in time for the raid. Indeed. Anya, thank you very much for joining. I'm gonna go have coffee. I'll be back again tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be more awake. In the meantime, let's go check out some Tumblr sexy men. I will see you all next time. Bye!